Good evening. It's 6:06. This is the school board meeting. We hope that we find everybody healthy and taking care of yourself and practicing social distancing. Can Mr. Bystrad, can you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty, thank you. We'll do a roll call. Mrs. Jarzik?
Present.
Mr. Bedient?
Present.
Ms. Bussey?
Present.
Mr. Siebert?
Present.
Mrs. Delbo?
Present.
Mr. Kwiatkowski?
Present.
So all members are here and accounted for. We have some important dates that Mr. Bystrad is going to go through and some important information.
Okay, thanks everyone. I hope everyone's doing well tonight, and I appreciate everyone tuning in to watch us this evening. As a result of Governor Cuomo's executive order from last Friday afternoon, school districts across the area did a little bit of scrambling, but I think we're moving forward here. The budget vote is going to be June 9th. All right, so the school budget vote and the board election vote is going to be on June 9th. As per the governor's order, everything we're doing here is as per the governor's order, but as per the governor's order, it's going to be done by completely by absentee ballot. Our district clerk, Mrs. Latza, will be working with our team here in district to mail out absentee ballots to all eligible voters, folks in our school districts. So we're going to have to work through that process. Any ballots can be mailed back. They'll be sent out with an envelope that has postage on it. So you just have to put it in the envelope and send it back to us. Those envelopes must be received. All those ballots must be received by June 9th at 5 p.m. And we will not know, just to clarify for anybody who's never participated in this process before, we're not going to know how you voted individually. We're not doing it. We'll take measures to ensure that we don't see how folks have voted. Just that that you did vote, basically. Our budget hearing, the new date for the budget hearing is going to be June 2nd at 6 p.m. We'll conduct it in the same manner that we're conducting this meeting tonight, be live streamed. It'll be a Google Meet, so it's June 2nd at 6 p.m. Board elections. So our board elections, again, this is all per the governor's executive order, but anybody that's wishing to run for our board of education, they have to have their petitions into Mrs. Latza by May 11th at 5 p.m. You do not need to go out and get signatures, as is typically the case. You can print up the ballot, or the documentation online. It's on our website, and you can send it to Mrs. Latza via email. Everything I'm saying here is it's on our website too. I'm saying it for clarity's sake, but this all can be found on our website. And I thought I would just take a moment just to outline some of the propositions that we do have that are going to be a part of this year's election and budget vote. So obviously there's the budget will be proposition number 1. Proposition number 2 will be the school bus purchase. We're looking for 3 full-size, 2 smaller buses, and 1 wheelchair bus. And then finally, the third purchase is going to be for some property that's adjacent to East Senior High School. Again, all of this information is online. Again, that property is going to be very important in terms of, from safety standpoint. If we purchase this property, it'll enable us to move the road over. We're doing some road construction to repair that road, and we'll be able to move the road over to keep it further away from the athletic fields. We'll be able to put a sidewalk in, some lighting. It'll make it much safer. It will also assist us with some drainage as well, and thus extending the life of the road and our property. So it's safety, and it's going to extend the longevity of our facility as well. So thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Bystrad. And if we remember to mute when you are not speaking, because if there's noise in your background, your picture flashes. So just be careful of that. Okay, for 2A, we are creating a special ed position. It's a mandated position that we need to create. So can I have a motion to create that?
I'll move.
Okay, Ms. Bussey, can I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Kwiatkowski, and any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, carried 7-0. All right, then we have a resignation and another some classified personnel issues that people are going from probationary positions to tenured positions, to permanent positions. So can I have a motion to approve all of those personnel issues?
I'll move. I'll
Okay,
move.
I'll
Delbo,
second.
who said?
I'll second.
Okay, Mr. Siebert, seconded. Any discussion? Okay, can I have a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, carried 7-0. And we are approving a teacher on special assignment. And I don't think we need a separate motion for that, though. That is a technology integrator to go into our classrooms to help the students and the teachers use technology, especially now. It's very important. So can I have a motion to approve his appointment as a teacher on special assignment?
I'll move.
Okay, Mr. Bussey, can I have a second? Mr. Kwiatkowski, any discussion?
He does
All
a
right.
wonderful, they do a wonderful job. I've heard a lot from different staff members, very helpful. So thank you for stepping up to the plate.
Yes, and you know, the teachers have enough on their plate without knowing the technology and helping the kids. It gives them extra hands in the classroom, which is really great, especially you know, now. Any other discussion? Okay, can I have a vote?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, carried 7-0. Then we have our reports, our investment reports, our budget reports, our warrants, where we pay the bills and everything else. Can I have a motion to approve all the reports?
I'll move on all the reports.
Okay, Mrs. Delbo makes a motion. Can I have a
I'll
second?
second.
Mr. Siebert makes a second. Any discussion? Okay, and can I have a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, carried. Then we have for new business, we have student government courses. And can I have a motion to approve that?
I'll move.
Mrs. Bussey, can I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Kwiatkowski, any discussion?
Yes, I'd like to mention our participation in government students. We're suspending their requirements for their meetings as well as their community service, and we thank them for everything they've already put into it. Thanks.
Okay, any other discussion?
I just want to say that I'm going to miss meeting with those PIG students. It was always a nice time. So we're sorry about that.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, carried 6-0. And then under new business, we also have our Reading Rover, the summer reading program that takes buses to the areas. Mr. Bystratt, do you have a?
I just wanted to, you know, that this is actually the summer reading kickoff. Yes, yeah, you know what, I know we discussed that. This is the kickoff at the library with our district librarians partner with the library to, you know, get kids excited about reading. So it's still on the books, and in the event that we're able to do it, it'd be great to be able to do it. So that'll be we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, okay, and that's, you know, like anything else, we don't know until the governor tells us what we can do. And then we have the capital improvement. I don't think we have to do that separately, do we? Okay, for the contract with the town of West Seneca for the summer reading kickoff, can I have a motion to approve that?
I'll move.
Mrs. Bussey, can I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Kwiatkowski, any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, carried 7-0. A notice for the annual meeting and election, which is going to be held on June 9th. Information will be going out to everybody for the voting, as well as all the budget information. June 2nd will be our budget discussion in this format. And so can I have a motion to approve that? We've already approved the budget months ago, but this is just to approve the dates for it. So can I have a motion to approve that?
I'll make the motion.
I'll
Okay, Mr.
second.
Kowski and Mr. Seibert seconds. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
The only thing I would like to discuss, Diane, is the governor could come back tomorrow and things would change again, correct?
With dates?
Yeah.
I'm assuming at this point, he can't change the dates if the different if the different districts are starting to print their ballots up and that. I mean, he can do whatever he wants, I suppose, but I would assume that he couldn't. I don't know. Does anybody know anything different about that?
I just know there's a lot of dissatisfaction among the districts about this, but I think he's pretty set from what I understand. But School Boards Association has been trying to petition for a few clearer arrangements about it, but I think it's what it is, Diane. So I think it's probably will happen as is.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a very cumbersome way to do the voting.
Yeah.
We won't know for a while what the results are, and it's going to be costly to the district. And at this time, with decreased budgets, with decreased funding, it's another, thing that we're going to have to pay for and find a way to do that. So,
And the postage is going to be expensive, I would
Yeah.
say, right?
Yes.
The only thing I would have liked to seen what we approved on April 2nd. I would have liked to seen it be the same. And I noticed a little bit of the language was not what the governor said, but it's probably the way it's supposed to be, right?
I think the budget is exactly the way we approved
Well,
it.
the stuff about, no, it's not. Well, the budget itself, yes.
The budget itself, yes, the budget itself.
The propositions.
We're paring down the propositions because we had, one of the propositions was we put money in the capital fund, and we don't think we're going to have money to put in the capital fund. So our treasurer and the finance department said there was no need for that. And again, the bus reserve, we already have a bus reserve. To put more money into a bus reserve at this time, we just don't have it. So that's why those two were pared down, just so people had less to read for the proposals.
Could simplify the process a little bit for this year. It's an unusual year.
It is. And this is my last budget, but I just felt the Board of Education, I did not know what you just said, Diane, till just now. So it would have been nice if we had known that detail, but it's good. This is my last, so it's good.
Okay. All right. Any other discussion? Okay.
If I could just mention from the legislative angle, we are really petitioning our federal people to try to get some aid to the state for schools, because this is just a very unusual time, and we're hoping to at least get some federal aid. And Brian Higgins has been very good about listening, and they're doing the best they can down there. And I just hope they pull it off because we need it. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I know the governor on his daily talks, he has been pushing for that too.
That's right.
Because he knows, the difficulties that we're going to have.
Yeah.
So. Okay, any other discussion? Okay, can I have a vote? All in favor?
It's roll call, isn't it?
No.
This one's
this
roll
is
call.
just for the notice of the meeting dates.
Oh,
I
okay.
think we didn't need a roll call.
Okay.
Okay. Can I have a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? Okay. Carried 7-0. And then we had some information about a capital improvement project and a site access agreement. No, we're not
We
doing the
don't,
site.
yeah, we don't need this, yeah, this is just for the seeker, the negative declaration of the environmental impact. Basically, the same process we went through with the larger capital improvement project, and this would just be basically us looking at that piece of property that we would like to acquire next to East Senior, just basically them sounding off, saying that, civil engineers looking at it and saying it's not going to negatively impact the environment for us to be able to utilize the space.
Okay. All right. Can I have a motion to approve this?
I,
Okay, Mrs. Bussey, can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Mrs. Delbo, any discussion? Okay, can I have a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, carried 7-0. Anything else? Anybody, any other points of information anybody needs to discuss? Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, Mr. Gutowski. Nobody wants to leave.
I'll
Good to see
second it.
your faces. Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Mrs. Bussey, discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried 7-0. Have a good night, and again, everybody keep safe. We'll find out what happens for the budget, and hopefully people will know that we're doing this all for the children. So hopefully we'll get a positive vote for that. Okay, have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.